What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Real Build. I'm your host, Bill Reiman, your broker builder, and we are back for another solo episode. You kind of see the pattern I've been doing solo interview, solo interview. I like switching it up and changing things up a little bit. We used to do a lot of back-to-back interviews. You all should go check all those out. I've had a variety of different people on, realtors, designers, all different types of contractors on this show. It has been running for well over 2 years. So very thankful. And that's why I'm on here today. Speaking of being thankful, we have Thanksgiving coming up, and I wanted to talk about what I am thankful for. I know sounds a little cliche, but I figured why not? It's my show, and we can all talk about what we are thankful for. And I want to relate it to the construction industry. Obviously, I am thankful to be in construction. But before I get started, you guys know the routine. I don't ask for anything but you to share this show. You are amazing. You've been all doing ratings on iTunes. I really appreciate it. Keep sharing this show. It continues to grow each and every week organically. I'm not advertising this at all, doing this for fun, just so I can kind of help anybody and everybody that I can. Also, reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever message platform you want to reach out. Ask me a question. I will record a show about it. I've had a couple of shows where I answered some questions. I've been doing, and this is where I'm going to get into my background a little bit. It's been a while since the first episode, which I don't recommend listening to. Oh, man, that was horrible. Going back, reflecting. I don't even think I will listen to that first episode. It was rough. But we get better as time goes on. That's why, we continue to do this show and be consistent. That is key in life. But I wanted to reflect a little bit on my background, what I'm thankful for, how I got into the business. So with that being said, let's dive right in. Guys, I'm thankful that I grew up in this industry. I'm thankful that I grew up in construction. I came from a construction background. I came from a blue collar, hardworking family. My dad was always working since I was a kid. So I want to kind of reflect on my story a little bit, because I know you guys have heard bits and pieces through interviews and everything, but you never really heard the full story with me, as far as kind of that background and what I used to do and stuff like that. As a kid, I have a brother and sister, and as a kid, we used to always have to go to work with my dad. He'd always make us do something. We always were like, we don't want to go. Oh, this sucks. And sometimes I would say I don't want to go, and he would give me the guilt trip and get all pissed off and so on. So we knew we always had to go if he asked us to go, and help him out. And I respect that today quite a bit. And I've said in the past on the show that construction was a love-hate thing. It always was growing up, because I hated it, because I was a laborer growing up. I dug the ditches. I did all the stuff most people don't want to do, swept job sites, had to walk around, pick up stuff, drove the Bobcat around and loaded up the bucket with trash, and always made sure that job sites were spotless. And that reflected my dad's reputation. But if I think back to that, and I'm going to jump around here, because this is kind of a free freestyle show here too. So pardon me if I'm jumping around, but reflecting back on that, I realized that he instilled that in my brother and I today, in keeping sites clean, keeping everything perfect, being OCD when it comes to quality construction, and making sure everything is perfect and doing the right punch outs and so on too. Because I used to go around and hate doing that stuff. And it now I look back, and it's molded me into who I am and kept our reputation the way it is as a luxury custom builder, because people know that's how my dad built that our company up to be in that standard. And now we're continuing that standard, and we're even putting in and implementing things to keep it better. So obviously this show is more educational to the client. And obviously, I got a lot of builders and contractors that listen to this. So if you're in the industry, make sure your job sites are spotless. Obviously, it goes a long way. You might not think so, but growing up, I saw that it did. And now I have a lot of respect for that. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to grow up in the construction industry, be a laborer like I was, actually have to swing a hammer, learn all the trades. I didn't learn from books. I learned from actual experience out in the field, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that because it goes so far. I mean, you can be book smart and anything, but as far as street smart, that goes a long way, and that's why we continue to grow as a company each and every day. So growing up, my dad would always work. When we were kids, he was out late working. He was running two businesses. He started both his companies from nothing, ground up. He worked as a concrete foreman for a guy in Illinois. Long story short, he found that guy, and his truck was flipped over on the side of a road. This was his boss at the time. There was cocaine splattered all over his dashboard. The guy had a hooker in his truck, and see, I'm getting real with y'all, but he had a hooker in his truck, and basically, my dad walked up to him. The truck was still running on its side on a big snow mound, and my dad said, "I quit. I'm done. I'm gonna." And that was it. He took his crew. He went inside, talked to his crew, said, "Hey, I'm starting my own thing. I'd love for y'all to come with me." And from that moment on, he started his own concrete company from a small one truck outfit to about 200 employees, one of the largest concrete companies in all of DuPage County, Illinois. And that grew so fast. He did most of the large builders concrete work because he was a fanatic. He was very OCD about structural and how things are supposed to be, which has been instilled into us, my brother and I. And from there, he started a custom home building company because he saw opportunity in building luxury homes in Illinois. So from there, he saw more opportunity in Florida as my grandparents lived down here, retired in a house my dad owned. And he continued to always look for opportunity as much as possible. And that's where it has rubbed off on me. I'm constantly always looking for the next opportunity that I can have as well. That was a brief story on him. Long story short, 1995, RK Reiman Construction was created. It actually was Southwest Florida Home Builders at first, and then he changed the name to RK Reiman Construction a couple of years later. And then we started building houses in Marco Island, primarily Naples, Florida. So today, as a company, I operate all of our obviously sales, customers, warranty, everything in house. I'm also in the field with my brother. My brother's out in the field handling all the subcontractors. Very good relationship. Everything's ran tight niche. And we have obviously all family working with us. My fiance is our selections coordinator. My sister handles all billing, and my friend Matt handles all the superintendent duties. And we are hiring another labor and in the process of probably hiring another office staff person. So if you know somebody local that wants any of those positions, reach out to me, please. Anyway, as of today, we are probably this year alone, I've sold over 20 million in contracts, custom home contracts. I think I'm close to 25 million now. And then in my real estate side of things, I am over 20 million in real estate sales as a part-time broker. So when I say you're a broker builder, that is why. I am part-time in real estate. My main focus will always be construction. I do love real estate. So if you ask me and call me to help you with the property, I'm your guy. A lot of people hire me because of my construction background. I've talked about this in the past, but that was a quick background on us, who I am, real quick. And going back and reflecting on what I'm thankful for and why I'm so thankful for the growing up in the industry. I worked hours on job sites as a laborer. I learned all the trades constantly. He had me doing all different types of things. And dry, whether it was drywall, like I said, a lot of ditch digging, unfortunately, cabinet stuff, putting on hardware on doors, hanging doors, trim work, tile work, cabinets, bathroom. I installed some bathroom vanities, showers, plumbing. There was a lot of different things I had to do, and that stuff has made me who I am, and that's why I brought up this year's sales, because without that background I would not have been able to sell what I have. Without that experience I wouldn't be able to sell as much real estate as I have or help buyers the way I do. And same with on the construction side, getting these high level, these great customers that we have. I'm very thankful for the clients that we have. We got a lot of great clients. It's helped me, it's molded me, and it's also gave me a big respect for the industry and what I do. There's nothing better these days. Like I said, I used to hate it, now I love it. There's nothing better these days than helping a client create their masterpiece of a home, their dream home, and watching that home come to life. I joke and I say I feel like I age faster in construction because you blink and it's like 2 years later here. And, it takes us a little longer to build stuff down here in Southwest Florida, but you blink and you're like, wow, this house is already done. I feel like we just started this. So, but I love the industry. I love helping people. I love seeing people's reaction, but also we're committed after the fact too, to making sure that their transition into that home, their dream home, is still perfect. We take care of them, make sure everything's done right, even with warranty work, all that kind of stuff. We just make sure everything is fixed and just done the correct way. And I preach about that to you guys too, as builders and even clients. If you guys are looking for a builder, you need to find this in a builder that's somebody with true passion, because you'll be able to see it. There's a lot of builders out there today that are just in it for the money. And there's a lot of builders that actually have a passion for what they do. And I have a true passion. My goal obviously is to be one of the largest luxury home builders in the state, and if not the country. I know I'll get there one day. It's going to take some time, but right now we are pushing along. We have a lot of great jobs coming up, great opportunities as well. So reflecting on what I did, growing up, I always said to myself, when I really, there was one point in my life, and that's when I was in college and stuff playing football. I didn't want to do construction. And then there came a point in my life playing college football where I knew I wasn't going to make the NFL just because of injuries and so on. So it was like, what was next? And I didn't know what was next. I almost went in the military. That's a long story once again. But my dad didn't let me. He was a Marine. My grandpa was a Marine. I wanted to be a Marine, but that didn't happen. That was during Iraq War. But it after that, it was a lot of reflection on where to go, what to do, and something always stuck with me. It popped up at one time, and that was play the cards I've been dealt. And I kind of always had that in the back of my mind. I never really truly reflected on it as much as I do today. And that it was always, I even had it as a background on my phone for a while. And when I started finally realizing, what are you doing? You've grown up in this business, more than anything about, but you're going a different direction and trying to do a different career. Things changed, and I was like, all right, it's time to get into construction. And that's what I did. That was the next move, was working full time for my dad's company. And when I did that, things started to take off. My real estate, I got a real estate license. I remember my first sale. That sale just kept everything just kept building. The company kept building too. When I started implementing kind of my ideas, I had a marketing background. That's what I had in college, was marketing and business. And I started implementing things. I really wanted to advance the company. I self-taught myself a lot of stuff about marketing as well. and just online marketing, social media. And I really wanted to make a push to have us as one of the top builders in our general area, which we are today, definitely by far. And that goal was accomplished. And now I just want to keep us growing and keep extending us into uh, one of the biggest, like I said, in the state. So, and keeping that quality, obviously, as well. So playing the cards I was dealt, that's something that I'm thankful for, that somehow, and I forget how it popped up, but it popped up on my phone. I screenshotted it, put it as my background, and that was utilized uh, for a long time in my life. And a lot of us don't think about that. We have all these other ideas, get rich quick. You got your friends telling you, let's do this together. Sometimes you just got to pause and think about, where you're at, what opportunities are in front of you, what God puts in front of you, and why he's presenting that to you. And I don't know what you believe in. Obviously, I'm a believer in God, and that's what I'm just kind of going off of. So whatever you believe in, but the opportunities that are put in front of you, a lot of us don't take them. And I'm a big believer in, we have choices in life and we can go one way or the other. And if we make the right choices, that's what's going to advance us and get us better and grow us as well. So construction's done that for me. It's kind of weird, it's weird to say, but construction has literally branched me out into all these different opportunities, all these um, different sources of income. I have my home watch company that I do. If y'all don't know what home watch is, it's obviously I check on houses for people weekly. Florida is very seasonal, so I have about 10 of them right now with my home watch business. Check on the houses weekly, make sure everything's running properly. If not, I schedule everything for the client, so it just helps them, as they're not here, make sure it makes them feel secure. And obviously my real estate business has grown year after year tremendously. Last year I think I did 15 million in sales. This year I'm already close to like 25, over 20, I know that for sure. So it's just, I'm so thankful for the industry that I'm in, because you can create so many other opportunities off it. I thought about creating a rental company, management company. I might in the future. I just need the sources to actually manage the company. I can't do it all myself because rentals are a lot of work. So I kind of pumped the brakes on that. I was going to call it Reiman Rentals. Huh? Catchy, right? But that's why, keep talking about what I'm thankful for. There's so much opportunity in the construction business that you can take. Obviously we're running our typical construction companies, but think about other things you can source out of it. Like I said, the home watch business, I check once a week, and usually it's on the weekend when I'm not bothered with stuff on job sites and so on. So I go around on a Saturday, maybe in the late afternoon or a Sunday, and check these houses, and it doesn't take long. They're all kind of within the same general area, and I make money. It's another source of income for me. But I'm also keeping relationships with clients. I just sold a house that I did home watch for 6 years. I just sold the house too. So boom, another source of income, real estate right there. So think about that. Play the cards you've been dealt. I'm just so grateful for construction, and I'm going to teach my kids what my dad taught me growing up. I mean, growing up, I always had to work. My dad taught me that you have to work for what you want. Nothing comes free in life. He was never if I had $1 for every time he said I was never handed anything growing up, I'd be a millionaire. But it's true. It made me respect him, his business, my parents, everything, where I'm at today. And I'm going to teach my kids the same thing. I'm going to bring them to work, put a broom in their hands, say, sweep this site, and there's probably times my dad should have been watching us a little bit more. I remember crawling through tires and stuff in his shop, or walking around his he had a bunch of acreage with all this concrete trucks, and climbing on trucks and stuff. But that's that's what we did as kids. And a lot of kids these days are on iPads and stuff like that. But I'm probably going to raise my kids the same way my dad raised me, where it's just you got to work for what you want, have a respect for business, and so on. And that's why I'm thankful for who I am today. Um, but anyway, I'm rambling on, guys. Like I said, I just to end this podcast, just be thankful for the opportunities you've been presented with. Be thankful for the people that come into your life. Be thankful for, everything that God puts in your path, because you need to act on those opportunities as well. Those opportunities are what's going to make you into something. Those past experiences are what's going to make you into who you are today. And I'm so thankful for the opportunities I've had today as far as in construction and real estate. I pray for opportunities each and every day, and I receive them and I take them head on, and just don't look back. I got a lot of great clients I'm working with. So if any of my clients are listening to this podcast, I'm thankful for you. All the clients we're working with on our custom homes are amazing people. And I'm so thankful for all of them. And also, I'm thankful for all you guys that listen to this show. I really am. I've said it in the past couple of episodes. There's been times I've thought about just, stopping doing this because I've done so many different shows, but it's construction. We can keep talking. You can learn from all different people. And I love interviewing people and having different types of people on here. Everybody's got a different perspective of how they operate business. So here in the future, we got more interviews coming up. I'm so thankful that this show, I did this, and it's grown. It continues to grow. A lot of you from different countries, I'm thankful for you that listen to this show. And obviously all the people listen here in America as well. I can't say enough. I'm thankful for y'all for, it's just every show I say that, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I'm going to keep rocking with this. What are you all thankful for? Feel free to reach out to me too. Message me. Be thankful. Thanksgiving it's coming up here, so uh, you know, thankful for construction and all the great things it's given me. And I hope any of the contractors listening to this are too. And guys, this was a short one. Happy Thanksgiving to all you that are listening. You know the routine. 5-star reviews only accepted on this show. I appreciate you all that have done that and are sharing this with friends and family. I'll be back with an interview on the next show. So, guys, enjoy your holiday, eat a lot of turkey, and I will see you on the next one.